I became a movie star because my girlfriend cheated on me when I was 15. And in my twisted psychology, I was like, if I'm the most famous person in the world, no woman could ever cheat on me.
The same kind of vicinity, but when I was sitting down, I was obviously like moving and like blah 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 more.
Yeah, you're very jumpy when you're sitting in the
honestly, I can
office.
get very. I think if it was like a couch, more of a setting, maybe a little more.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Because today we tried
Even
the
beanbag chairs or some shit, you know.
Well, we tried the dinner table. Yeah, I was thinking beanbags one day actually.
Nice,
that would be actually kind of cool. We were doing the dinner table today, and it was like a lot of that going on, and the dogs would walk into here like.
Oh yeah, like
it
picks up a lot of pickup.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like that's why like when you're on set and like places like that, they're like on air, like, you know, don't fucking like they literally mean like
shut
Mike's picked that shit up. You would think at first it's like, oh, it's like what they're live, yeah, but then when you actually start recording yourself for something, every fucking little noise will fucking get picked up.
That's why like when people do like movies and stuff, they'll be like, we need 1 minute of like room tone, and they'll just hold the mic up in the air and everyone will be quiet.
Oh,
and
okay.
And they'll get that sound, and then that'll be the background, and then me and you will talk, and then they'll put that background behind us, so it sounds like we're in the room. You get me?
Yeah.
So like they would be like, all right, time to get the sounds of a night in LA, and they'd be like,
yeah, and it's just like that.
And then we'd be out on the streets of LA, and they'd be in our face with a boom mic. You know what I mean? And they'd be like, here, talking, like it'd be like about 3 feet up above us, and then they would just hear us like super strong.
That's crazy.
They would hear our whole conversation. But
yeah, that shit picks up.
Yeah. This is this shit
boom in here.
Yeah, for real. Just like
we
above the head.
We hire somebody for like $20 for like an hour. We're like an ad on Craigslist. Be like, we're looking for a dude to hold a fucking boomstick in a little studio for our podcast.
Raising Cane's is your pay.
Raising Cane's, and he's like, what's the biggest combo they have?
He's like, you get a Caniac combo.
Nah. Chill. You get the box combo. You don't even get the Caniac.
And you don't get to take out the coleslaw. You have to keep that.
Nah, motherfucker, you eat that shit.
You better eat the coleslaw. You don't get to change it. No extra sauce.
Nah. What the fuck?
No ketchup.
Extra toast. You fucking tripping, G.
He's like, and then you got to put 5 mojos in your mouth at the same time.
Put the whole fucking thing. Homie finna have a heart attack on the fucking site. Honestly, those shits are what milligrams say? 50 a pop?
50 a pop. You want one?
Nah, I'm chilling right now.
There's 50 a pop, yeah.
I don't want to take an upper and downer.
I don't like to mix my shit.
I don't like to mix my shit, bro. I'm like, when it came to me the other day, I was like, I was drinking a Red Bull. Oh, because I was going on Monday. I was going to meet my coworker at 8 a.m. at Redondo Beach, or over there by Torrance area.
Yeah.
And he was literally at the boss's house. I was still at my house. He's like, I get there like 8:15. I was like, I get there like right literally about like 8:10 or something like that. I'm like, so I'll just leave right now too. He's like, all right, for sure, I'll see you there. Fucking, we're almost there, like 20 minutes out, right on the freeway. Right next to me, this motherfucker. I run into him. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, what? That's fucking funny. And he's like, I put my window on, and the motherfucker, I don't know, he just chucks a Red Bull right in my car, in the passenger seat.
Came
I was like, hell yeah. So I was like fucking smoking the stizzy because I had leftover from the trip.
Yeah.
And fucking, I was the little whatever was left over in the pods. Like I found them over there through the trip, and I would just hit them. Yeah. Like the residual of the pot, because I wasn't buying. I was just like wasn't smoking.
Just the burnt ring around.
Pretty
the
much,
coils.
yeah. Like it was just all burnt. Like I was just finding the pods and hitting them.
That's the same. That's the modern day resin hit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. A little modern day roach right there.
Honestly, like maybe worse.
Way worse.
I've had moments where like I've gone to my ashtray, seen like 5, 10, 15, 20 joints, and literally peeled them apart. Or like even sometimes with the paper, just threw them all in a new joint, wrapped it up, and smoked it. Like I've had some low down fucking dirty disgusting moments. One thing I will not do is smoke out of any tinfoil.
Nah, that was a bad look. That's a bad look.
One
for sure.
time,
tin can though, a can.
One time, I'm not gonna say who, but one time one of my relatives was trying to quit smoking weed. So I mean, trying to quit smoking cigarettes. So I put them onto weed, right? I got them weed.
The best change.
And they didn't know how to roll. They didn't want any paraphernalia. So, and this is why I was confused, because this is definite paraphernalia. They were smoking a tin foil like pipe. Smoking weed in it, and I'm like, you can't smoke this in the parking lot, even if it is weed. You look like you're smoking fucking crack out here. Like,
it's just straight like, looking. People are gonna be looking and like, what the?
Is she smoking fucking crack in the park?
Like, we're fucking main place. Like,
she's she's just getting her mail. Okay. Oh no, she is smoking crack. Okay.
That's fucking. I'm like, I remember in high school, one of the homies, fucking, we would walk after school to like Jack in the Box or some shit. That fool would smoke out of like a pen cap.
Oh.
He'd put a pencil eraser metal thingy that held it, right? The wooden pencil's the metal thing with the held eraser in, right?
Yeah.
Took off the thing, the metal thing, took out the eraser, hollowed it, cleaned it, took out a pen cap, put it in the cap.
Yeah.
Of the big and hit the big and put the weed in the metal and you're like, if you can visualize it.
When we were in high school, actually, we knew a guy named Gabe. I'm not gonna say his last name. He was white.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because there was a couple of them. Anyway.
That's why I was like, as soon as you said white, I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, he would come to school with a hollowed out magic marker, like the body of one.
Yeah.
And he would have like a fucking just some type of like tool, a little wrench cap. You know what I'm talking about? The little fucking extension.
Yeah. No,
You know what I mean?
the wretched, the socket.
Socket. Yeah, that's the word. Yeah,
oh
socket.
my god, how many times?
He would stuff a socket on there and just smoke from the socket out of the pen, and I would laugh my ass off because at the time I'm like, just buy some fucking papers, you dumbass.
Like what?
We go get alcohol from the same store we can get papers from. Like we're kids, but we could do that. Like what the fuck?
Oh my. What? I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I've smoked out of the socket, but for GBs, gravity bongs.
Ooh.
You know that's essential for the GB. That's not tweaker.
That's factual. You are actually technically allowed to use tinfoil and sockets for
the
gravity
GBs.
bongs. Specifically, those are a combo. You're
valid.
Completely understandable. We will not judge you.
No
ever.
judge.
No.
No judge.
That's actually the professional
money.
setup. If
that
you
is
think about it.
That's G shit.
Man. I need a GB soon, dude. I could
that
use a real
shit,
GB.
That shit would be great. Oh my god.
We should do a Christmas one, dude. What are you doing for Thanksgiving? You gotta come with me,
it's this
dude.
week, huh?
It's next week.
This coming week. You know what's funny? I think I might be in San Francisco.
Don't say that, bro.
I think we're gonna have to go the 3 days before.
Fuck, you look at you. Take your girls and come up with me. We're gonna go to a little party. It's gonna be fun.
I might take it. I don't know. But I don't. I'm like this job, so like everything's in the air. So it's like, I'm not sure. But if I'm here Thanksgiving the week.
Thanksgiving GBs.
I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, with a couple GBs.
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
I remember that one of the homie OVERLORD.
Yeah.
Fucking he didn't go to high school with us anymore. Like he went to a different one, but we all still lived like so close. And in the mornings, I would still skate to his pad. Fucking there was like a laundry in that place, and there was like a wall. We'd hop it.
Yeah.
And we'd just be behind the wall with the GB, fucking like a gallon thingy, like a big old GB setup. You like straight all big, not even all nothing.
You know what's funny is I see kids like that all the time. Now that I'm a bit older now, I see these fucking kids walking around all the time, and I'm like, what do they have on them? And they'll legit have like gravity bongs or some stupid contraption like to get high or to break something, and it's like, oh, he's gonna go smash the window with that fucking like stop sign that he found, or like the little like cones and shit. They're just flipping them into traffic and stuff. Like I see the shits. Is that a cop? Oh, yeah. This is sorry. Hey everybody, it's Sunny and Danny.
I was gonna say, is this illegal?
I would put your hand. It's lower. I don't know if it's legal, but
I was asking if it is illegal.
This is the road episode.
Yeah, we're on the road. There's a cop right next to us. Right next to us. Now.
Fuck you, faggots. Oh, one was lady. You cunt.
It was one of those that's all blacked out. But I mean, if you don't, I mean, California. What is it? Exemption. I mean, exemption plates. If you didn't know that, I mean, who the fuck doesn't know that? But I mean, if you don't know until you know, so who knows if you knew?
I don't know, because last time you said you called fucking David in the Bible Peter or something like that. I don't know what the analogy was, but I forgot to edit that.
Oh no! And you told me, you're like, oh, what was it? There's about that one white guy that makes those funny videos on TikTok about like libtards and shit. And he was all like, I talked to this guy and he said he refused or denied Trump 2 times, 3 times, something like that. He's like, I told him? He's like, you remind me of Peter. He denied Jesus 3 times. Well, 2 or 3 times. But the knowledge of the guy, he was like, he's sort of talking about Trump to Jesus. Like, and then he was the same guy who's like, if you put a gun in my head on top of a hill and said, denounce Donald Trump, shoot me. I'm going to heaven right after.
Dude. Was it Callahan?
The guy?
The curly-haired fuck? Who interviewed him?
Oh no, I don't. It was like a guy that was like.
It wasn't. It wasn't all gas, no brakes.
No, it was like a comedian. Like I was just fucking.
You shoot me. It was probably Billy on the street. I don't know, but that
So
dude was
fucking
fucking funny. You might as well
What's
just.
that one thing called Street Talk?
Imagine calling. Yeah.
Street Talk NYC?
Yeah. Imagine fucking thinking Donald Trump was the Messiah. He's more like that.
God.
I mean, look. I've come around. But if he was going to be anybody, he would definitely be the Antichrist.
Yeah, he's like...
Yeah, I don't see him really being the Messiah.
Are you talking about the fucking guy who said, if my daughter wasn't my daughter, I'd be dating her? You
Yeah, you talking about the guy who was friends with the pedophile from Pedophile Island? You know what I mean? Like, everyone...
Einstein? What is it?
Epstein.
Einstein.
Einstein.
No, I know it was Einstein, but I forgot about how you spelled it. Epstein?
Epstein. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I hate to say it, but I never got too into it because it's fucking super political. But I'm like,
I mean,
there's so much that goes on at the same time of that. Like, the news is crazy.
It's
they
not
try to hide this.
necessarily. I don't know if it's political. What it is, I mean, yeah, I guess you could say it's political. What it really comes down to is the fact that there's a bunch of higher up people that have enough money to hide what they're doing.
Yeah, like some crazy
and
shit
to evade all type of like consequences and
that's
like,
so fucking
investigate it. And they kind of just avoid all types of investigation.
Like,
or,
probably the worst kind of people are like the richest fucking people that get away with the fucking...
The people that you watch on TV are obviously the worst people in the fucking world. There's no reason they need to be on TV unless they're shit.
Yeah.
You know what I
true.
mean? We like, you were telling me earlier about the Kardashian, your girl lady watching the...
Oh, yeah.
The Kardashians are the worst people on earth. Oh, that's what I lost my train of thought about.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
We're
talking about these punk rock homies of mine. The reason why we were talking about the punk rock homies was because Travis Barker is cool with the main head there, and he pulled up on them last week and had them go to a Denny's.
Oh,
and
with those guys?
Yeah, did I show you the video? Did I show you it?
No, wait, what?
Oh, God. Hold on, we got to cut. I'll be right back. And we're back. But
On the road.
But pretty crazy, right, Travis Barker?
Yeah, I'm like, that fucker seems sick. I'm like, that fucker can drum the fuck out of the fucking
He's done so many sick-ass projects with people, dude. He's done projects. He has a project, it's called Give the Drummer Some, I think, and it's just him doing, like, features, like Busta Rhymes comes on, The Game, fucking Young Jeezy, I think. Like, a gang of fucking rappers just come on his shit and just spit on his fucking just beats of just him drumming and shit like that. It's not super, like, all of them are super bangers, but, like, it's pretty fucking good, yeah. I think
I used to see a video of him like doing like a drum off on YouTube like years ago. I think that's the first time I had ever heard his name because this is Travis Barker's like the fucking name.
Yeah,
when
he's
he
like the
comes to
biggest.
drumming.
Yeah.
You know? So I know it's like that. I'm talking like as his fucking video, him just like going fucking crazy. I think it was like a competition or something.
It's crazy the way they treat his band because like a lot of people will give his band shit for being like the kind of like pop punk band they are, but he's like one of the best drummers there is.
He really
it's
is,
like you're talking shit about a band with the, you know what I mean, one of the best like outliers there.
But Blink-182 is like no fucking joke.
No, Blink-182 rocks. Like I fuck with Blink-182.
I mean, they're fucking. They're
I'll fuck with Blink
shit right there
to the day I die. Like yeah, like they got the original trio back together.
Yeah,
awesome. Happy for it.
They sold out that arena that I put those install for them or whatever.
Oh yeah, you did do that. Also, I have the I have the Fall Out Boy poster for that.
Oh, remember I gave you something from it?
Yeah, it was Fall Out Boy. I mean, you gave me the caution tape. I think?
Caution tape.
Yeah.
That's what I put up and then some other shit. But I'm like, dude, compared to like other people, I'm like, you could sell. I mean, not a lot of people don't sell out. Only like the biggest people really actually sell out that place. And the fuckers sold out that shit. But I'm like, that shit was like.
Hey, would you just because we were talking about it? I don't know if it was recorded on the last podcast or whenever the other one's gonna get released, but we were talking about Grade A Tour a little bit. I kind of got into it already. I don't know if we'll get into it again, but I just wanted to formally invite you and your lady.
Would you say Grade A Tour, huh?
Yeah.
I remember you said about that. When is it?
Well, this point, we're just gonna wait for it to be announced again. But
okay.
We'll have like a good 4 or 5 months to
see where at.
Because like the tickets will drop in like 4 or 5, 6 months. And then like 4 or 5 months from there will be the date or something.
Yeah.
So like we'll buy the tickets. Tell you
like in a year or so, huh?
I would say about a year from
Yeah.
now. That's pretty much how it is every fall. End of the summer every fall. But
Yeah, you're right. That's the tour.
if you
Did you do it this year? They did.
Yeah, they
that's
did.
why they
I
did
went.
BMO, the stadium, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Did you? You didn't go, huh?
I went San Diego.
Oh no, that's right. Yeah. You didn't go to that one, San Diego, huh? You should have gone to both. But I'm like, that one's sold out. I'm like, I didn't think you knew about
We were
that
gonna
one.
go to because like we went to the one in San Diego and then we came back home and then like the homie Reckham.
Was that where the one you went to indoor, huh?
Yeah, they're all indoor.
That one's outdoor stadium. There's no
No top.
I don't believe.
They might have closed it because they do have some types of like dome things to put. But I know that they were talking about going to another one in LA the next day, and I was like, no.
That might have been it.
I was
But
like,
there's like 3 stadiums over there.
I was like, I did like 5 grams of mushrooms. Like, I'm not.
You guys like a fucking goner, brother.
Yeah, it was crazy because the guys that we thought were gonna hang the most like didn't, and then like I was like so fucking just completely fine. I was
I was
tripping.
standing on business, baby.
Dude, I was on my P's and Q's, bro. I was on a good one.
You're like 5 grams of shroomaroomies in me.
Oh,
Fucking-
one interesting thing that happened. There's a certain artist. He's
Mhm.
a Hispanic artist. I love him, and I'm gonna let the grudge go right now because
Uh-huh.
I mean, there's no grudge, but I was a little bit. You don't meet your don't meet your heroes. Don't meet people
Who
that
was
you
it?
look up to. There's a rapper. His name is Ramirez,
Oh,
and he raps on the label, the Suicide Boys' label.
okay.
And I went to go take a piss, and when I was going, some lady's like, "Can you help me find my?" I guess it was her date. She's like, his name was Carlos. So I'm like, yeah, sure. I go in the bathroom. Carlos. Nobody's here.
Yeah.
I go take a piss. I go back out and I go, hey, lady, the guy's not in here. No one's responding to that name. It doesn't look like your guy's in here. And she's
Uh-huh.
like, oh my God. She's like panicking. She runs off. I am fucked up. So I back up against the wall, wait for my friend to come out of the bathroom because I think he went to go take a shit. And right then and there, I see the rapper Ramirez and his whole entourage. He's being escorted, just doing laps around, just to walk around the stadium while the boys are the Suicide Boys are performing, or whoever it was. I think it might have been Ghostman. But I see him and I go, "Yo, Ramirez," right?
Uh-huh.
I go, "Yo, what's up, Ramirez?" And just none. He looks like kind of like gives me like a side eye, like fuck that guy, and just keeps walking with his whole crew. And I'm
no
like,
way.
oh, I should have just shut it up. I should have never
Imagine
I should have never given the satisfaction of
Who
knowing that I
knows? Maybe
recognized
you
him.
kind of like intimidated him or a bit. I don't know. You
He
never
was walking
fucking
with
know.
he was walking with like 8 people, bro. I was like, "Yo, what's up, Ramirez?"
And he's just a dick.
And I was blitzed. I was like, not bad, like to where it was obvious, but I was fucked up, and I was like, in a good mood, and I was, saying what's up, and fucking dude just looked at me and kind of like looked.
You saw
away.
that side eye though, huh?
And I was like, oh, okay, that's how it is. Cool, all right. And then my boy walked out of the bathroom and he's like, what's up? And I'm like, I just almost met Ramirez. He's like, almost? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, where is he? I'm like, he's right there. He's like 5 feet in front of us. I'm like, he's right here. He's still here.
You're like right there.
Right here. No, it was a good time. We got inside, and we had a hard time getting inside the concert because of some old man. And then when we were inside, we saw the merch line wrap around head to tail. So we went to the front, and we offered this couple to buy. Well, my buddy offered to buy them a fucking T-shirt
If they
let him cut. And then while they were dealing with that, the people were like, next, and me and the boys were like, let's do it. So we just kind of like all of us shimmied our way in. No one batted an eye. It was beautiful.
That's clean though.
It was
Motherfuckers usually be like, yeah.
Like truthfully, bro, it was like such a flawless experience. Just so flush, getting in and out, going to our seats, sitting the fuck down,
It
getting
wasn't a
some
fucking this
beer.
fucking blah blah blah.
I drink so much. I just
And you don't really drink, huh?
No. And actually, like not normally. But when I go to these things, I get fucked up. I drink like. I'll be double fisted the whole time. And I'll be getting double fisted after too. But while I'm there, I'm double fisting just fucking big old, little cups.
You like duct tape them?
Yeah, pretty much. What was it, Edward 40 hands?
Edward 40 hand,
Yeah.
no 40s.
I'd be pretty sick.
I'd be fucking blacked out.
I gotta go to the bathroom, smash them together,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
undo my belt.
Just piss your pants.
Yeah.
You can't even smoke when you're double fisted.
No, you
Oh,
can't.
that's tragic. You need assistance.
Dude, you know what's crazy? Every year that I go to the concert, it's funny that it's in my head. I'm like, remember, when you go take a piss, inspect your penis. Like, make sure that your dick isn't like, because you'll drink and your dick will get soft, and sometimes for me, like, it'll get not soft but like lazy, like limpy, or I don't know how to explain it, but like I'll piss downward or something. So like I gotta like, or no, what it is like my dick will stick to my balls. That's what it is. My dick will stick to my balls, and then I'll start pissing because I think it's not, and then like I'll subtly be pissing on the like parts of my balls, and it'll just spray, and I'm like, dude, my pants got a little bit of piss on that zipper. You know what I mean?
You're like, now I gotta fucking pretend like it was just my wet. I'm gonna wet my hands.
Oh fuck! Now I gotta put a bunch of water on this and soap so girls don't smell it when they suck my balls, my sweaty, sticky balls.
And then when you're smashed, it's like,
yeah,
you're like in the stall, like,
dude.
You're like, all right, you're like, fuck, I gotta piss so bad. You're like,
I'm like,
you're like, holy fuck. You're like, oh. Like it's like when you get that smash, you're like just drinking and then you're just chilling and then boom, your bladder's like, holy fuck, unload. You're just like, oh shit, I got.
This morning, I woke up for work and I shit so hard that I almost threw up.
Call the doctor.
Yeah, I think so.
Pick up the phone.
Listen, I don't know, maybe it was dinner or something from the night before, but I was just. I
think
like,
you just fried
not,
yourself.
like, okay, not shitting hard, but like taking the shit, and then I was like, a little bit, like a little push.
Have you seen that?
Out of nowhere, I was like,
that meme picture of that white kid that he's like,
yeah, he's struggling.
Yeah, they're like pushing.
Straining.
That's
I'm like,
yeah,
I wasn't even pushing that hard. I wasn't even pushing that hard, and then cue that photo.
You're like, my eyes bulged. My sock is
getting squared.
oh my god.
Yeah, bro, but no, I just, you know what I mean?
Look like Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice. Oh, little Beetlejuice. Have you seen? You talking about Black Beetlejuice?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Have you ever seen Scary Movie 2 where Black Beetlejuice is in that?
No, I don't think so.
You know? Oh, there's a scene where Smokey gets his skull cut open. He gets like a lobotomy or some shit like that.
I don't think I saw that one then.
There's a second with the guy with the little hand.
Oh yeah.
He cuts open Smokey's skull, and when they open his skull to get his brain out, it's just Beetlejuice. It's little black Beetlejuice.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I remember for years I was like, that's the guy from Scary Movie because I was little as fuck.
So that's where you got some money from.
No, he was on the Howard Stern show.
Oh, okay.
Well, he was basically doing what we're doing before, way before we're born.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
No shit.
So that dude's been had money.
Damn.
Yeah, Beat is no joke. Like Beetlejuice is legit, really fucking funny, really cool. Like a lot of people like shit on him.
Yeah.
But he's like, you know, he's leave him alone. He
had a manager and everything. He was actually, like, good. He's successful or like,
I'm
made
pretty sure
it.
he's
Because
still.
I'm the only one who I thought he was the one who people found like homeless in LA. I mean, Hollywood, but that was
Welvin.
Weldon. Yeah.
There's a video that popped up of him recently where he looks beat, like homeless.
Damn.
And some bitches like, you can tell the bitches are pimping him out like for photos. Like he looks like shit, and this bitch is like, yeah, no recording videos of him. No recording videos of him. You gotta pay. And he's like, I'm not paying anything. And like, he's like, we're not even recording him. And then like, Welvin's like, you gotta pay $8 or whatever the fuck he sounds like. And then
That's crazy.
and then the Welvin chased the guy down actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Welvin went as far as to be like, these nuts.
That fucking guy. He's like, got him.
Was he on Tosh originally?
I don't think so.
I think he might have been on
He'll
Tosh.
probably made like $5,000 and
if I find out, let me.
quits.
I gotta Google this real quick. I think Welvin the Great was on.
Tosh.
Yeah.
Is Tosh .0 still on today? Like being made, like showed? Like,
No, it got cut. He was supposed to get another 4-season deal or something like that, but they cut it. They canceled the show.
Oh, they canceled it?
Yeah.
That sucks.
That was my favorite.
How
show.
long ago did that get cut?
Tosh?
Yeah.
Well, Welvin the Great was on Tosh Point.
He was?
Yeah.
Damn.
Let me see. Tosh Point final episode. It was.
What do you think we're gonna have?
After 12 seasons and 10 episodes, it was called The Masked Celebrity Singer. Let me see the air date. Fuck.
What's gonna be the road?
This is bullshit. I swear to God.
What?
2020? Damn.
It got cut?
November. Literally 3 years ago. November 24th, 2020. It went from June 4th, 2009 to November 24th, 2020. They robbed my boy of a beautiful thing. Fuck you, Comedy Central. You're fucking worthless. Unless later you want to end up doing some type of business together, I'm open to that. Excuse my comments.
So they canceled Tosh.0.
They canceled Tosh.0. He was supposed to get a four season contract deal, and when it was greenlit, they canceled it. Like after they signed everything was cleared.
They canceled.
They ended up canceling his show, and
That's fucked.
I think it was just a lot of the controversy he had with a lot of his jokes and
Yeah,
joking
that's
around
a
with
big
certain
one.
people. Because I remember one of his jokes, some lady was like, "There's nothing funny about rape," and if I'm not mistaken,
Was it live?
So all of them are live.
Oh, okay.
But I
no,
mean,
but like they didn't have a live audience. I meant.
yeah,
It did?
yeah.
Okay.
Tosh.0?
Yeah.
Yeah. But what I'm talking about is there was he was doing a stand up one time, just doing a show, and he made a joke, and some lady's like, "There's nothing funny about rape," and if I'm not mistaken, there's two versions of this. There's one where he makes a joke about it, and there was the real version where in real life supposedly she said, "There's nothing funny about rape," and he responded with, "Wouldn't it be funny if everyone started raping her?" And I thought that was kind of funny, but that's not the point.
Oh my god.
Like, if that's why he was canceled, like, what the fuck, you know?
I mean,
Like, listen, you have to understand the time and the place you're saying something, especially
Yeah.
if it's a comedian saying it to you. Like, yeah, they're saying shit because you're annoying as fuck. Remember that. Like, that's 100% why he went that avenue, because it was
wonder
something heavy.
if that's true or not. I don't know, but I mean, you think that would be a reason to get canceled?
I think it's a reason to get a big smudge on your fucking record. As far as, because I mean, like, the thing is this, with comedy and comedians, they like get a lot of weird, like some people get very, very lenient here, and then like very short rope here. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like short leash, or
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just like a lot of people are just more fortunate than others to get away with what they get away with. Like Chris D'Elia is a fucking weirdo, DMing like youngsters, if I'm not mistaken. If I remember that correctly, in 2020, Chris D'Elia was DMing fucking like minors or something like that. And then they came out later like, yeah, he was DMing us when we were younger. And whatever, like, people need to come out with shit right away, not wait years to fucking,
yeah, that's what
you know.
they do. They wait fucking forever.
But yeah, like some comedians just like Louis C.K. He had a lot of people at his house one time. You know who Louis C.K. is?
No.
He's the ginger. He's like balding. He's like ginger goatee. He's actually half Hispanic or something, but he looks like a white guy. And he had a show called Louis. He's just a good comedian, you know, whatever. He was at his own hotel, and they were having like a party or something. He wanted everyone to leave, and no one, you know, it was just getting to that point. No one would leave.
Yeah.
And he started saying, "All right, everyone. Well, I'm gonna lay down and masturbate now. So if you don't want to see that, go ahead and leave."
Yeah.
And like people stayed, and like that's where his actual allegations came about.
What?
You know, like he got canceled for that, for like being like, "Look, get the fuck out of my house because I need to jack off, and I'm gonna jack off right here in my own house in my living room, so you can get the fuck out, or you can stay and shut the fuck up." And then like
Some people stay.
some people stayed, and they were like, "That fool jacked off in front and on me." And I'm like, and I guess like that wasn't necessarily true, that he was just doing that, and they were there and they witnessed it, so they felt assaulted.
That's some shit.
And that's already like enough to say to get someone like fucked, you know?
canceled.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's pretty dumb, though.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
How we doing?
Comedy's tricky. Well, bad that you get fucking canceled.
Ooh, yeah, getting canceled a bitch.
That's why some people, I mean, it's like that. What's that one Chinese guy that with glasses, stand-up comedy, and he kind of has his hair like right here. You know what I'm talking about? He was in a movie on Netflix.
He's gay.
Yeah, he's not that funny. He is. I mean, nah.
No, like he's actually a homosexual. He's not gay like that. But he's actually homosexual.
Because I mean, I think one of the my coworker when I used to carpool, he put one of his like stand-up ones on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit was not funny.
Let me see. Yeah, he's not funny. And like my uncle was okay. So like, he's gonna hear this later. I have an uncle who's really into like lame ass shit. Like not all the time, but like there's times where he hates on like mainstream or like big hype shit that's like well deserving of hype.
Gotcha,
And like he'll
yeah.
watch it and like I know that the new Exorcist ended up sucking. I heard that from a lot of people, but he like went out of his way to tell me right away, "Don't waste your time. That shit sucked." Like, motherfucker, I got Movie Pass. I don't need you to really let me go see it. You know what I mean? I bought the Movie Pass for a reason. Don't fucking spoil every movie for me. Like, you know?
Exactly.
But
I don't really hear people say that shit. I'm like, oh, you shouldn't watch this movie. I'm like, I'm surprised people. I'm like, I haven't been to a movie in fucking forever.
I try to, I sometimes think about inviting you because I go see a lot of premieres and it'd be good content for the podcast.
I want to see. I'm gonna look on when's the movie coming up. Maybe like we'll go for a movie or something.
Okay, I got a list of here too. I got the app, so
I think the thing too. I'm like, I hadn't never really seen many you don't see commercials for movies anymore as much.
Because there's nothing to watch commercials on, bro.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't really watch TV as much as I used to. I'm like, I haven't. Shit's been crazy for a while, so life's been just hectic. So yeah, that's that.
We should go definitely.
Like I remember fucking high school, bro. I wouldn't miss a single fucking Battle of the Barracks episode. You remember that shit?
That was our habitual.
That shit was like
I was like breathing.
I was on that shit. Like I knew when the next everything was coming out.
I had alerts for the barracks to always alert me when everything's.
Yeah, bro.
I would be in class and be like, "Oh fuck!" Run to the bathroom. I would like just sit on the shitter
on
and
the
watch
fucking
Battle of the
laptops.
Barracks.
They gave us the MacBooks. I would fucking put on the fucking Battle of the Barracks, bro. Oh my god, like I couldn't miss an episode. They'd put like countdowns to when it would release. I think back then, and I would be on the fucking timer and all that shit. Like everything Skate was.
They would.
Like
it was hype. It was all hype because it was
so
all.
Fucking,
at the time, that was like a beautiful time for it to blow up.
It was perfect.
Because I mean, when I was growing up, I looked at a lot of skateboarding like magazines, a lot of skateboarding content. I liked a lot of the older stuff, the Tony Hawk era and shit like that. Bones Brigade, Powell Peralta, all those old school things. Mm-hmm. Like the lore of skateboarding and shit like that. Like I just was obsessed with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if you look at the business of it, it goes up and down constantly.
Oh yeah.
Back then, skateboarding actually died, and they like deleted so many fucking skate parks, so many bowls.
Oh yeah.
And like that's why like transition and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like that was the main thing. Vert and transition. Vert was the main thing. I don't think transition was yet.
Yeah.
Then it went from vert to just street skating.
Street.
You know what I mean? Because that's all they had left, and that's when the board evolved. Like it's crazy to think that like you think about evolution of shit, like and something that you actually like and give a fuck about. It would be skateboarding.
The evolution of skateboarding
You know what I mean?
was crazy.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers were just Rodney Mullen in the board, like
literally
ground tricks and shit, and then next thing you know, we got Nigel Houston. God gave us Nigel Houston.
Some fucking remember Chris Jocelyn, dude? I followed him the other day. Fucking dude looks aged.
Yeah.
Aged, bro. Like I think he had a kid right when the heat of all that stuff, and he was kind of just like going off hype too. So I think he thought he was gonna cut a fat check constantly. You know. I don't even know if he's with Plan B anymore, to be honest with you.
Chris Johnson, man, the pop that fucker had was just.
Do you remember him tray flipping El Toro 20 stair?
Oh yeah, and then like he like leaned back and like kind of fell off of it. What did Nigel do down it? Did he do anything down it?
I think he back when he.
Oh, backside flip or backside
flip.
Backside flip, I think.
Let me see.
I think it was, but I think he did something. He has that done.
The comedian you were talking about was Jimmy O Yang, by the way.
The what?
Is this the guy you were talking about?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, I don't like him.
It's not funny
at all. We were looking up Nigel Houston.
El Toro. Remember?
Switch frontside flip.
Yeah. Oh shit. Fucking even crazy.
And then he blunt backside nose blunt El Toro in 2018.
Damn.
Is Nigel a Rastafarian, raised in a strict Rastafarian lifestyle by his father?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He had like a whole documentary, I think, kind of him.
I remember on YouTube.
Do you remember?
Do you remember when Chris? Go on.
Who?
No, go ahead first.
I remember Mike Mo.
Yeah, I was gonna bring up him and someone else, but go on Mike Mo first.
Fucking his injury, how he had to stop skating. I remember that shit.
They were fucking around at Woodward.
Well, I don't even know what his injury, how it happened.
So what happened was they were driving off a skate platform, and they didn't know because they couldn't see, it was dark. And when the golf cart flew off, he put his knee out to stop them, and it snapped his knee in half, basically.
Holy
like it snapped his
shit.
knee like the wrong fucking way,
Oh.
and like he pulled it out and it was all broke because he tried to put it back. I think if I'm not mistaken, he tried to put it back and he fucked it up way worse.
God.
But do you remember when Sean Malto did that one line and he ripped his ankle wide open,
Yeah,
dude?
that one too. That was bad.
Ooh,
It was a
road episode.
Fuck, that one was bad. Yeah.
When Sean Malto did like that kickflip from the fucking,
And he rolled it so hard that
Yeah.
it fucking opened. That was fucking
and his
gnarly.
shoe is still in a museum covered in blood.
Oh shit.
You know that?
No way.
Yeah, his shoe was covered like soaked in
It was.
blood.
Yeah, it was.
And
That's crazy because that shit was gnarly.
a fucking Nike in a museum, man.
Oh,
That was one of the worst. I remember a lot of those injuries were like, obviously we're nowhere near as good as them, nowhere near as gnarly as they are at the moment, and like that could potentially like get there.
Yeah.
But like at the time, being so young and impressionable, I was like, yeah, maybe skating for a living probably isn't all it's cut out to be,
Dude,
because
that
Sean
shit's,
Malto just blew out his whole fucking page, like, you know what I mean?
His ankle's
whole
gone. Mike Mo's knee gone. Like you think these companies back you because you're pro and you're promoting them, but if you're not skating, eventually you're not what they need.
exactly, dude.
So they just drop you. And I mean, I don't know what happened to Mike Mo. I stopped. I don't look into skating.
See, one thing that bothers me is like I respect the skate. Like, see, we've been out of the skateboarding game for a cool minute.
Yeah.
We can say that with some hair on our chest. We know
Oh yeah.
we're cool. We have shit going on.
Yeah.
But one thing I don't respect is like shows like, okay, I don't explain why. Shows like the 9 Club. If you ever watch the 9 Club, it's all these old fucks. Okay? And yeah, we do need this like experienced, like veteran outlook on skating and talking to like certain guests, but they take up all the shine. Do you know any other skateboarding podcasts?
No.
Exactly. Exactly, bro. Because they don't give anybody else any other shine.
That's true.
Because no one's gonna go put like, oh, dude, did you hear fucking Lizard King came out with a fucking a podcast?
Yeah, that's true.
Or Neen Williams, someone from in Death Wish Baker or something.
Yeah, that is.
You know
true.
what I mean? Like, I don't need, dude. Who was it? We seen him one time in real life. What's his fucking name? Colin Provost.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He doesn't even skate for Toy Machine anymore. He's on Creature.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Oh, what's his name? Leo Romero.
Leo Romero.
That fucker. I remember.
Yeah.
I love his shoes.
You remember we met him?
Yep.
Do you know that my trainer is still his homie?
Yeah. Well, they would. They would always be together. I remember that.
Fucking.
So they're still homies. You still homie with him?
They're still cool, from what I understand.
I wonder if
He talked about it one day a little bit.
if Leo still skates for America.
He's doing other things now. He does, but he's doing other things now that are more fulfilling because skating can only go so far for him.
Yeah.
From what Edgar said, and I don't mean to talk no one's business, but
damn, he was so good.
fuck everybody and what they're what they can do about it. They can suck my nuts.
Yeah. Damn, he was so fucking good though.
He's still good, bro. But the thing is, he knew that like skating can only go so far, so he's got to do other things to make more money.
Yeah. And I mean, it did. It had its toll. It started to die out. We saw it happen before our eyes.
Yeah.
It's not what it used to be at all.
No.
The skate culture was like strong.
Yeah, it was. Everyone was. People were rolling deep constantly. That was always pretty fun. To go eat somewhere with like 9 people was pretty cool. That's one thing I always miss, having friends.
Yeah, we had so many homies, bro. It's just crazy. Like, for days, you'd be like, oh, hey, we're at the park. Be like, oh, hey, run into somebody every time I see Block. You know you finna run into somebody at C Block.
They used to be the shit.
I had a million boys, fucking the whole everybody knew everybody. She was fucking the shit, but that community was crazy. It was so tight knit. It was legit.
Yeah.
And I mean, it like most things, eventually. But I mean, it's just because like it's just. I don't know how do you say. It's like culture comes and goes, like skate culture. It's still here, it's around, but it dies and comes around. Like
the thing is, it's gonna die for a minute. There'll be another, because like there'll be another generation of people.
Yeah, that
bring
it
back.
back.
That'll maybe have seen a little bit of it. You know what I mean? Or maybe they're just gonna discover it.
Yeah.
Someone's got a skateboard in their fucking garage.
Yeah,
The kid's been eyeballing it since he was 4, and you know what I mean. Like, now it's time for him to try it out, and that's probably how it's gonna research. You know what I mean? Like, That's the only way I can see it. Because I mean, sometimes me and you jump on the board again, do a couple kick flips, hip flips, and
yeah.
we're like, "Yo, we gotta get."
I know you're like, if I go to C Block right now,
We're like, we look at each other like, "Yo, are we going to the store right now?" Because all they have now is zoomies and bullshit.
oh yeah. Like, do you want me to grip your board for you, bro?
Like,
It's
no,
gonna cost you
no,
more.
thanks. I like to have sex with women.
But yeah, it's like you make it political. It's like stocks.
Yeah.
Coming up, it comes up and down.
Yeah, literally, yeah.
But it'll come back around like style does and everything, like every world does. So
yeah, I'm waiting on it. Cause
next thing you know, it's gonna come back with ripsticks. You remember ripsticks?
dude, ripsticks. Yeah, I could never get on one, dude. Did
Those
you?
things were
Could
fun.
you
Yeah, I
go?
had one that had that. The middle was metal, so you could grind or some shit. But I'm like, who the fuck's grinding on a
Who's this gnarly on this?
ripstick? I mean, people have done it. I've seen people in videos do kick flip, tray flips on a fucking ripstick.
You're like, I'm still trying to figure out how to ollie.
I'm like, I never even really figured out how to do a full fucking tray flip on a board. A fakie tray, I landed way more times.
Yeah.
A straight, just flat tray on ground, I could count with my two hands. I'm sure.
Yeah.
I think you had more shots at tray flips, like everybody, but I just couldn't tray, bro.
the tray flips were kind of like mine. Looked like shit, but
At least you fucking landed.
yeah, I landed a couple of them. I remember one time I went to the Vans outdoor skate park, and Boo Johnson, one of my favorite skateboarders, pulled up, and I knew for some reason, like, because at the time he was real big in the area, like he just kept coming around to the park, and I don't know, it was just a good time, and like sometimes it was like, hey, should we go to that one park? I don't know, the pros are gonna be there,
Yeah.
and then we went. Me and my tattoo artist went actually, and then I don't know if you remember that fat kid Jesse.
Oh shit, yeah.
He went with us, and we pulled up, and we
You're
met.
like that fat kid, just.
We pulled up, and Boo Johnson was there, and fucking I went up to him, I met him,
Boo.
and he was really fucking cool. Like,
Boo's homies with one of my boys.
Shut up.
Yeah, with one of my co. He literally hangs out with him all the time. Well, not all the time, but they hang out every now and then.
That's
He's
sick.
actually close with him,
That's sick as fuck.
right? I don't think you met him.
Tweety?
No. Jordan.
No.
Nah,
Oh, he
white
sounds
guy.
familiar. He sounds really
But
familiar.
I have like screenshots. I was like, bro, that's so sick. Yeah, he's just literally hanging out with Boo and shit.
Yeah, I mean Boo. Okay, I met Boo, right, and then like I was young. I was maybe like 17, 18.
Yeah.
So I was still kind of like nerding out a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
and
Oh,
I
for
was like,
sure.
hey man, like it's cool to meet you.
Hey, bro.
And I wasn't like that much, but
Nah.
I was like, it's cool to meet you.
Yeah, no, for sure.
What kind of zipper is that? No, but I was like, I asked for a photo. The photo's fucking cringe. I don't know if I'll ever send that to anybody or post it.
No way.
Yeah, it's just,
Do you have it?
I do. And then
Oh,
what
I
was
need
funny
to
was
see
like
that.
I was telling him like, hey, you got this board, these NFL like esque boards, and I'm like, this one that you have, it's yours. I go, your model is the Dallas Cowboys, and I like that. It's pretty cool. And he's like, oh, thanks, man. I'm actually a Raiders fan. Someone else picks the teams for us. And I was like, oh, well.
No way.
I go, I was trying to find your board, but it's been sold out for however long. He's like, yeah, man. He's like, if you find it, good luck, you know. And I was like, yeah, whatever. Thanks, you know. So we took the photo, and then like we left. And then when I was leaving the park, I was out front skating, and he skated past us, said bye. And like my just that fat dude Jesse left.
Yeah.
And when he left, he came back, and he's like, yo, Boo Johnson said that he has that Dallas Cowboys board if you want to go buy it off him for $10. And I was like, fuck yeah. Yes, I do.
And you bought it 10?
I bought it for 10.
Damn, that's sick.
And I was like, everyone was like telling me, like, fuck that guy. He should have given you for free.
Free,
I'm like,
huh?
bro, the board's like $60, $50.
I mean, still, I mean.
Alone, it's like money. So, you know, I mean, he was going to skate it for himself. It was obviously his size.
Yeah.
And,
I mean, you never know how much money they really make, and you just know, you can't judge. You just don't know. But I mean, for $10, come on, they're fucking cheap ass fucking fools. They're like, I'm like, fucking, at least he gave it to you.
yeah.
Fucking $10, come on, huh?
Yeah, dude.
Hell yeah, that's what's up.
He was a cool dude.
We never went to fucking like LA together though, huh?
To skate?
Yeah, I remember I went
Nah.
with a couple homies one time, but
With your real friends, yeah, I remember.
shut the. I'm like, that's when. I don't know if I was. Oh, it's because I didn't. That was like after like Nova. I had moved. That's when I moved away from Nova. It was when I was like sophomore year, because that's when I moved. And then I didn't think. We mean we went for a bit. Like we always still talk, but like we did for. Like if you think about it back then, it's like I think for a while we kind of stopped for a little here and there. I think, huh?
Yeah.
And then like from the last time, like what was it like? Probably like I was a nurse though, I think. So probably like 4 years or 3 years. It's been like kind of like not kind of ongoing. Like we haven't really stopped talking for like the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Like, if I can think back, right?
I think it was more like because I had some weird experiences with some weird people, and I think that I was like, what do I really have? Do I have friends? And like, who do I consider a true friend? And I was like, well, the only person that's never done me dirty or treated me like I was like a piece of shit or something was you. And I was like, so he's obviously my friend. And just slowly looking down the list, and I'm like, no, it's just him. Like, just
Yeah,
him.
people be talking about small circles. You're like Cheerios. You're like, that's a lot of space.
Yeah.
Cheerio.
There's a lot in there. You can fit a couple people in there.
You're like, it's an empty space. A lot of hollow
Because, like,
space.
I mean, oh, dude, you know what? I know this is subject changing right there, but you see that up there, that
those little things.
those lights, that type of shit right there.
Uh-huh.
Whatever type of decoration that is, it tickles something in my like brain.
Wow.
I don't know, like there's something about it that's like,
You
it
like
reminds
it.
me of being a little kid. And at the same time, like
That's cool.
You know what? We'll get into
You're like,
it.
there's just something about those things.
We'll
huh?
get into it. There's like this.
It's like that one thing you can't explain to anyone, but you're like, there's just something about this one thing to me, huh?
There's more. I mean, I know what it is. See, like I go through. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna go too personal, but we all know what seasonal depression is, and we get it. A lot of people get it during the Christmas seasons and the fall seasons and such. But one of the biggest reasons why I think people get it is because they're coddled into this false sense of security that the holidays bring. That's like this warm, loving, like cuddly, like union
Yeah.
of like family with people.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And like, I don't know. Like I think about the type of stuff, and I'm like, yeah, sure, that's what I've always wanted.
Yeah.
But as a child, all I've known was like the you know the well, not necessarily the polar opposite, but a great deal of like the opposite of that. You know what I mean? So like, when I see Christmas stuff, I want to be like, yes, Christmas, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's
like,
hard
at
to.
the same time, it's like,
You don't have that recollection of Christmas like that.
right, you know what I mean? Like I
don't know.
feel like, not to be like a downer,
No,
'cause
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like I'm grown now, and my
Yeah,
what
I completely get what you
like
mean.
I'll
though.
be honest, I'm one of those like dudes that's like, we gotta make up for lost time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like FOMO.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you know, like I now I got a niece and nephew, little kiddos, so I'm fucking buying decorations up the ass.
No,
like
yeah.
6 to 9 months in advance. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like you want it already.
Yeah, dude. Like at my house, you've seen it. I have like a 6-foot The Grinch animatronic that you click the button and he sings "You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch," like shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
It's crazy because like I always had like that kind of like the family that did do that shit, you know, like
Mhm.
the whole family and Christmas and all like tight knit, and then you see like families that don't, and then you just see it's like it's so fucked up, man. Like you wish everybody could experience what it's like, you know,
Mhm.
like nobody shouldn't be able to experience it, but that's like the fucking cold truth of the sad truth of the world that you whatever you ever hand you're dealt with when you're born is the one you fucking the cards are those cards.
yeah,
You can't play yourself, you know. There's no way around it. The only way around is when you fucking grow up and get a, you know, find the way out of whatever,
Yeah,
you know, and then
literally.
create a difference in your kids or your families or your nephews and nieces' lives and shit in the way that, you know, like you said, you didn't get to, but you want to see it in them, you know, for them to experience that, because it's like straight up like nobody should have to not, you know, like it should be a good memory, not like, you know.
yeah.
So I'm like, it's fucking it, like it's not so like I saw that and like all that shit's like it hits hard, just realizing it, but like what you did have versus what somebody else didn't have, but regardless, it's not like it's just a tough thought, you know. It's like fuck, like it's just you can't think of it how it would have been the other way.
Yeah.
But I'm like, to think somebody else had to have it that way and have to think about the other way, like opposites, like fuck, like why can't everybody have it the one way, the good way, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, the thing is that difference, it creates that fire in people to do something or be something or be who they are, you know. It just everybody's story has, you know, comes from somewhere.
Yeah.
And so, but the only thing is like you choose your outcome. I remember I saw this quote. It's like your life is a reflection of your decision and your time, where you put your time or something like that. I was like, damn,
Yeah, that's
that's
true.
pretty fucking true. I'm like, at the end of the day, like, I can't blame anybody for, you know, well, I mean, you can, but I mean, at the end of the day, like, it all falls back on how I respond to everything and like what I do, or at the end of the day, or everything, you know, like every thought, because it's like life's fucking tough, man. I mean, I guess for some people it's not, but life's pretty fucking hard.
Yeah.
Life is a bitch. Life will beat you and beat you. It does not give mercy. It doesn't give a fucking fuck. It'll fucking stomp you till you're dead. So it's like you just gotta fucking realize it's like you gotta snap yourself out of it, or kind of push yourself, or or wish somebody will do it for you. Or I saw this quote of a coach or like a TikTok. He's like fuck, they're like college guys. He's like, this is in 10 years of coaching, like the worst fucking grades I've ever seen in coaching. He's like 3 F's. He's like, 1's in fucking art. He's like, draw me a fucking picture. He's like, if you just fucking go to class, sit in the front, stay the fuck off of your phone, you turn in your homework, you might get a C. He's like, but you can't even fucking do that. He's like, I don't give a fuck on TV, on camera, I don't give a fuck. He's like, I'll say it. He's like, I didn't learn fucking shit in high school and college. He's like, I can't tell you what a fucking atom is, a fucking covalent, any of that shit. He's like, I couldn't tell you shit. He's like, I didn't learn shit. He's like, but you know what? He's like, I was a cold hustler. He's like, I figured it out. He's like, and I fucking made it. He's like, I fucking sat it in those classes. He's like, and I fucking did. He's like, but you know what? He's like, I gave up. He's like, He's like, fuck, what did he say? He's like, you let yourselves down, I let you down. All that shit, you know? It's like, damn, like, people depend, like, if you think about it or not, regardless or not, there's always people that believe in you, and when you don't believe in yourself, you're failing more than yourself.
Yeah.
So you gotta be like, there's always more than just letting yourself down. There's more people behind that believe in you, and those people, you're letting those people down too. So I'm like, it's just, life's crazy, life's a bitch. There's just so much to talk about with life and shit, man. It's such a fucking, it's a trip.
It's weird because like that is really true. It's very, very true what you just said. But like one thing I've noticed a lot lately is like we put a lot of Disney movies on for the kids and shit like that. Yeah. And I noticed a lot of these shit, like these Pixar movies that I grew up on, are very I'm not a bitch, and I'm not like, I wouldn't say triggering, in a way, but like something in that ballpark of like these movies do something to the brain, because like they induce like this feeling of like what trauma was, or like you get me? Yeah. Like they kind of wrap it all up perfectly for little kids to just eat that shit up. And like when you're a kid that goes through bullshit as a little kid, like you watch those movies constantly not knowing nothing, you know what I mean? Like, that's and true. You go watch them. Like I was watching a couple movies and it's like, what the fuck? Like where did all this pop up from? Like, seriously, huh? It's so fucked up. Like I don't there's some shit in there, What else was I gonna tell you? This fucking but it's about this shit. Like his bike threw me off. His bike threw me off. This guy just crept right in front of us. I'm like, in my head, I don't know why. I just imagined he didn't see a car and he just went, just wiped him out in my head. I don't know why. I'm like, where the fuck did you spawn from? Like, you just popped up out of thin air, bro. Yeah, they fucking cut right in the middle of traffic. It's merging. Fucking the road episode. We're probably gonna take a little cutter here. We're minute out, and so we're a few minutes out. So we'll just wrap it up a little, and we'll be back in a. We'll probably go on a fucking longer bender one today and make it we got a lot of road to cover today. I'll tell you what. We might as well keep it consistent. Just go along as much clippage as audio as we can get, and then cut it down at the end of it. I think if you think about it, we could just cut it here. Because then when we go right around back, we're like Whittier area right around now. I don't know the area code, but Whittier people. Well, you think it's gonna be a faster way back? Oh no, it's still be right around an hour. So I'm like, we have another probably episode to pop up in there. Yeah, so we just do another episode when it's time. Because I'm like, we'll see. I'm like, we got a lot of. I have a lot of location, but I'm like, regardless or not, these fucking stores close at 10. Yeah. So I mean, remember last time we were out till like 2 a.m. Tired as a motherfucker. Fuck. Like. I work in 3 hours. Yeah, did you go to work that day? I don't remember if I called you or asked you, but I was so tired too. I was like, oh my god, because I woke up. Oh my god. I did. I think I did go to work that day. Because I think I woke up same thing to go 2 more loggers or something. Yeah, you went to work and I was like, are you going? You're like, I'm going. I'm like, damn, dude, just fucking.
Oh yeah, I had to be up in the. I remember some early shit too.
What's this fucking bozo doing? Well, I guess that's our cue to cut this episode.
I'm getting towed on the road.
On the road, we're getting towed, everybody. All right, well, we'll be back soon. We might be a continuation of this one, or it might be its own thing. Who knows? That's part of the fun.
Who knows? If we got something, we'll keep it fucking like everything close by. And like if it's a 15-20 minute drive from one to the next, and fucking a little fucking NYC. What do you call it? What is that shit called? Street talk?
Yeah,
Street talk NYC. How they do like their quick clips and shit, like a little 5 minute. Like, what's that one kid when he's like in the NYC? He's like with the do-rag. He's like, do you know which I'm talking about? Oh, he's like, we outside.
Oh, yeah.
The kid's like, we outside. And everybody's like, street talking. Like, the edits they do are great. They're like, we outside. Fuck your mother. You see too dark down here. You see the light up there. You know I'm fucking whatever he's saying.
Oh,
Bing
I remember
bong.
that one.
And
Yeah,
like all that
bing
shit.
bong.
Like,
hey, Joe Byron.
He's like, hey, yo, Byron.
Watch out, bitch walking. Damn, look at this bitch causing all this mess in traffic.
You can't even be a fucking civilian without fucking shit up nowadays. Just walking crossing the road.
What the fuck is this? You clown ass bitch.
All right, yeah, people. We will be back in a minuto.
Right, and if we're not, you know the drill. Fucking like, download, send it to your friends. All right, bye everybody.
Peace.